hitting record button. Okay, welcome everybody to this week's conversation. We try to have a little fun and delve into some advanced lead generation conversion strategies. These sessions are free form. If you're new here, it can be a little disorienting, but we always do record and post this to Kunversation.com and in the private conversion Facebook group. So you can always get these recordings later if you need to, and there's hundreds of hours archived in the YouTube playlist. If you Google just Kunversation playlist, I think it pops right up. Yep, top thing. All right, guys, so this week, as promised, we were running a little landing page contest. I almost totally forgot about it. Oops. But I was surprised to find about an hour ago when I went and took a look that there's been some pretty good engagement on this post, and maybe there's a case study here for internal real estate lead generation too, just kind of swiping the quick little dirty contest model we did here. Maybe you could do some cool things in your own market with this idea. But basically what we did, we just said, hey, there's a real estate landing page contest. You'll win a prize, whoever gets the most likes by 6/7, which is today at 3:30 p.m. East, which is now. So as promised, we'll announce our winner, and it's easy to pick the winner. Whoever's post got the most likes is going to be our winner here. And I see him on the, I know who won. I'm going to double check, but nice of you to make it here today. I might actually bring you live too, man. 1 second. So Marty did great. We're going to look at some of these posts. Marty had a real estate, looked like a sell with me kind of page. It's not you, it's your marketing. Learn how my team markets your property to its full potential. I could see this being a pretty cool expired listing little thing. You know, if you send an expired letter out in the mail, or just said, hey, to learn more about my plan for marketing your property, something of that nature. This page could be cool. It's got a nice little GIF animated picture in the background. So that got 29 likes. Paul did great. He got 24 likes on his Did You Serve page. You served your country. Now let us serve you when buying a home. Join our special VA home loan webinar. So he had a webinar that he was inviting people to with his landing page. Really cool idea. And he got 24 likes on that and some nice replies. Then we had, I'm just going to go through them. I don't want to bore you guys, but I think this will be interesting to a lot of you who are on right now. I had a few. Here's one that I only got 8 likes. But anyway, free week list of high-end bank-owned foreclosures in Pinellas County. Not a very original idea, but an idea that works. It's tried and true. Just works well. And I had a typo. Maybe that's why I didn't get any likes. That's not a good thing. And then we have Brian Hightower coming in here and stealing the show here with 102, 101 likes, 100 likes. Now, I'm gonna do this live just to put you on the spot. I'm gonna bring you live right here. Is that all right? Here, let me make Ryan unmuted. Can you hear me? Hightower? He didn't know I'd be taking him live, so he might be away from his computer. But anyway, I wanted to ask him, how did he get 102, 101 likes on these? And I think what he did was he told everybody to come like his post. I don't care. That was the whole point of the contest. So let's just take a look at some of these posts that he put up here. First one is, show me more of 22302 East Creekside in Queen Creek, Arizona, please. All right, so I saw this posted by Nick Baldwin over in Lab Coat Agents as well, where you kind of do this little single property page. You can easily put the image of the property in the background of the landing page, and then you have me muted. I'll bring you live in 1 second. Put the picture in the background of the landing page, and then you have this curiosity, show me more of, and then you do a Facebook ad kind of pre-framing it all. So let me unmute you again, Ryan. There we are.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, thanks for coming live. I didn't know if you would be there or not.
Sure, man.
All right, so it looks like you're going to be the first place winner of the contest. So congratulations. I'll get with you afterwards. Talk about the prize.
Sweet.
Okay. But just tell me about what you've been doing. You do a lot of training and stuff. Share with everybody what you're doing with pages like this.
I think this new revision to the tool is just awesome. I think it's got limitless possibilities. But just to put a couple of entries into it, I basically just screenshotted some stuff, and then it looked like you guys had to have it come from a URL. So I just uploaded it. I Googled like free image hosting, no registration required, and just uploaded my screenshot image for each one. And then just typed in the rest of the squeeze page builder. And so we did one for a couple of specific properties, and it lands on that property afterwards. I've got 100 ideas to use this for. I think it's awesome what you guys did with the changes.
Yeah, thanks. So what kind of results are you getting with these pages? Are you running a lot of these single properties, or was this kind of like an idea?
To be perfectly honest with you, we've mostly been doing these type of squeeze pages with Craigslist ads for recruiting agents. And we've had probably more recruiting leads than buyer and seller leads, but it's just been a focus lately.
Oh,
just
cool.
to kind of how our company is structured and everything.
Yeah, so you've been focused on recruiting, but you're using the same kind of structure to get people to opt in on a recruiting message.
Yep. Yeah, it just puts them all in and it hashtags them. We can see which Craigslist ad they're coming from. And I hesitated to put one of those examples in here because I know a couple of my EXP posts have been pulled down in the group before, so I just kept it to some simple buyer capture ones. But that's what's working best for us.
Yeah, everybody knows where to find you, so if they have questions about that. So
yeah, man.
So basically, the whole idea though is that it's a snap decision. You're coming pre-framed from Craigslist, from Facebook, and the ad is always going to pre-sell an idea, and you're taking it real light and easy here. I really like that on the headline. It's lizard.
That seems to be what captures best. That seems to be what shows up the best on a mobile and a desktop. Like don't make that sentence or that headline too long. Just like, I think simplicity, the simpler the better.
Yep. So Tempe Homes 150 to 200, free list of hot buys. So would you tell everybody to come like your post? That's exactly what I intended to have happen when we ran the contest. So it's totally cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I just started. I tried to put a simple copy and paste, but semi-personal message together, and just started reaching out to some people, reaching out to 5 or 10 people a day to make sure I had enough likes to win it.
Okay, great.
And I had a backup plan to reach out to all of my conversion friends in the last 30 minutes if I needed to, but didn't need to.
Great. So you had a bunch of posts here. It looks like second place we're going to give to, this was a really cool page. I hope I got this right, to Brian, the riding real estate agent.
Yeah, it's a cool page.
Yeah, I talked about it last week too. I like that this is kind of like rapport marketing. He's reaching out to the people who are he's niching down who he's addressing, right? So bike,
very cool.
Animated image in the background. I'll mute you back out, man, so you can go about your business, but thanks for coming on.
Right on, brother.
All right. Let me see if I can.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep. I just got to find out how to mute you. Maybe you did it for me. You did. Thank you. Here. Okay. So yeah, honorable mention is going to be the riding, the riding background landing page like this. So guys, everybody's got something that you do outside of real estate that could be sphere of influence wise that you could target. Maybe in my case, I'm a Giants fan because they're just the best football team ever, right? So I could have a picture of Odell Beckham's awesome catch in the background of a page like this, go on the Facebook, target Giant fans in my area, and do a message about, don't work with an Eagles fan. If you're going to buy a house, you might as well work with a Giants fan. Just to, and then just have a little sub-headline offering a niche focus set of properties. The possibilities are limitless. I'll just reference, I don't want to really bang on the landing pages too hard because we've been talking about them for a few weeks straight now, but do go into the training, guys. Go into the landing page generator in the background, in the dashboard of your conversion site, and play around with this feature. It really is useful, and there are a lot of possibilities. Okay, so does anybody have anything else they want to talk about before I go on to another topic? Any questions, comments? Thank you to everybody who participated. Paul, I'm going to hook you up because you've given me a couple of great ideas too if you're on. Maybe as a third place honorable mention. I really appreciated you kicking off the contest and getting a few pages out there really quickly. Okay, no questions? Okay, well, let's go into the next topic. I wanted to talk about what to do when you're just starting out. Maybe you don't have a budget, and it comes up from now and again. We have some drip emails that go out to some of you guys, and I get responses like, "Yeah, I don't have any leads yet. What do I do first?" Trista, real quick, Trista, you can get the answer to that in 2 weeks ago's conversation about the landing pages. There's a whole, I went on a whole 15-minute thing about that. It's not a quick thing, and maybe I'll circle back at the end here and do that. Okay, thanks, Trista. Yeah. So along the lines of generating quick free leads, I did a post yesterday in the group about building your warm list. And a lot of you guys have probably heard that term, if you have ever delved into network marketing or done anything like BizOppy. Usually what they first tell you is to go build a list of people you know. And I'm sure some real estate companies are doing this too. I imagine KW might do this kind of thing. They tell you to make a list. You can probably confirm that for me, I'm sure. But, build a list of everybody you know. Well, I did a post about what you might be able to do to just get some seller leads specifically into your database quickly, trying to find the post here. And that would be to build a warm list. And I'll talk about it here, a quick seller lead gen tip. So the idea is that you would make a list of all the homeowners you know in your market. So you just sit down and scribble it down. And this would be people like friends, relatives, maybe coworkers, associates. You can go through your friends on Facebook to jog your memory, right? Just go to your friends and start to look who you're friends with, see if you have any ideas. And then reach out to them and it's people who you really have rapport with. Don't do this cold, but somebody who wouldn't think it was weird of you. You go, hey man, would you please do me a favor? Right? And you're just kind of asking them a favor. It says, I'm using this new tool. I can send you out alerts about newly listed properties. You can say like real estate transactions in your area and have it mean just listed properties. I'll send you out a list of properties selling around your house. It'll help me out. I'm just trying to use this new tool, and you'll get an update once a week. Would that be okay? And you just do an open-ended question and see if they'd be cool with you doing that. Inevitably, most people are going to say, yeah. I used to do a similar thing at bars and stuff when I had SOAR EMLS, like way back in the day. It was like the first auto dripper that I knew about of listings, and it'd be like, hey, can I just send you $1 million houses? It'll be fun to look at the pictures just to get somebody into your database. So the strategy, the idea, for those of you who are looking for a quick way to start, doesn't cost anything, doesn't require any tech skills. Get people to say yes to getting property updates, right? Then go into your conversion database. I'll kind of walk you through the process. I'll go into my conversion site. I'll simply go. I'll add a lead. I'll add my friend Dave Gall, who lives around the corner. Okay. Okay. I'll just add him. All right, I can put his address in there if I want, but I'll just do add email lead. Hopefully I have the right address, man, or some other guy. You know what? I'll change this later. Add their email. I'm afraid I'm going to send some weird Gmail guy a weird message. And I'm going to go add email lead. And don't spam people with this. I don't think you guys would, but legitimately just once people say it's okay. And then I'll just go in and add them alerts for our zip code of houses that are similar to hers, to his. So zip code 33701. All right, and I can eyeball his house is probably worth between, because I know him, probably 400 and 500. 600. Frequency weekly update. Now, what have I just done? So he's a good friend of mine. Hey, Dave, I got this new tool. I'm going to send you updates. Maybe we have a conversation, about the value of your house. Is that cool? Yeah, no problem, right? Whatever, do it. So I do that. He starts getting my updates every week in his email. Maybe we don't talk for months. For whatever reason, we don't have another conversation for a month or two, but he keeps seeing my name, and he keeps getting reminded about these alerts of local listings in the area. There's a lot of possibilities that can happen here, right, with these alerts. He can see a property that might be good for a friend or a relative who he wants to live closer by, and maybe pass it around and share it with them. He could see a property he wants to invest in. He could also just decide, holy cow, I didn't realize my house is worth that much. Maybe I'll sell and trade up and give me a call. So Just a quick tip, and I don't want to overcomplicate it, but what do you guys think of that? Reach out to some, make a warm list, reach out to some friends or relatives, start sending them real estate transactions in quotation marks as alerts, but you're really just sending new properties that are getting listed. No comments? Okay. All right, thank you, Kristen. I just want to make sure you guys were listening. So I think I know it doesn't sound too fancy, but I think for a lot of people out there who aren't ready to spend $500 a month on aren't ready to spend $500 a month on a pay-per-click campaign, or they're not ready to, delve into building complicated Facebook pay-per-click campaigns with landing pages and all that. This is a really simple process to follow to at least seed your database, maybe with 20 people really quick. Yeah, and Beth brings up a great point. Absolutely, do it as a Facebook post. It might be a little better if you direct message people in Facebook, but if you feel comfortable doing it, you don't want to post too much business stuff that's pitchy, but yeah, you could go into your Facebook, account and do something like this. Hi friends, and maybe even send it if you have different groups. Hi friends, I'm testing out a new real estate value update tool. Would it be cool if I added you to get updates about your value? Thanks in advance, right? Something like that. PM me. Yeah, I think you'd be okay with that. But you might. What's really neat here is that you might find just combing through your friends. I forget to even how to look for my friends here because so I don't really actually know how to use Facebook. My wife always busts my chops. But if you found your friends and you actually look through all the people you're connected with, you're going to jog some memories of people you haven't connected with in a while who obviously own a home. And if you just do, even if they're kind of remote friends, but you send a private Facebook message to them, it'll probably be well received. If you're offering to do something nice, they're not going to be rude to you, right? Because they're at least halfway warm. Okay, so just a quick little technique. All right, so what else? We have some people making some requests for other things they want covered here. Build a landing page, Facebook marketing, and pay-per-click. I will mention there is a kind of a good little Facebook pay-per-click mini course that we put together. I put together probably about 6 months ago. I'll drop you guys all the link to that for the person asking for kind of some basics about Facebook. How to set up your Facebook ads account, linking your business pages to your account, generating links to drive traffic to, and then some example specific ads to run. There's a couple of case studies here, a seller lead gen ad, and a little weird video about retargeting, which maybe should be our next topic. I have a retargeting example for you guys too. So here's that link for the Facebook ads. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a good time. Maybe next week, guys, we'll do a complete Facebook back and forward. I know it's a very popular topic, and we usually cover it almost every week. But for now, just dig through the old conversations and the link I just sent you for some basics on Facebook, because it's a longer topic than just sliding in for 10 minutes. We always do different examples. Maybe we'll do a beginner's start to finish. Sure, Anna. On the subject of retargeting, that was the last thing I had. Sorry for being so disjointed, guys. I've been running this retargeting campaign. You guys may have seen it for conversion, and it's working pretty darn well. And I kind of stole the idea for what I'm doing here, and I figure you guys might want to also steal it and employ it. Where have you ever seen in Facebook somebody's doing a video and they're telling you to turn up the volume? And the reason for that, of course, is that usually videos on mobile, I believe, and maybe on desktop too, they start to autoplay, but they autoplay muted. So I have this little retargeting campaign running for conversion internally to kind of draw people back in and to generate leads for us. That's working really well, and I'm going to do a similar video here very soon for my for my local real estate practice. But here, I'll show you what it looks like here. All right, thanks for turning up the volume, and thank you for... So basically, I just go into saying, hey, turn up the volume, and then thank you for visiting Conversion recently. There's nothing fancy. And I think any of us could pull off a video like this using simple video editing software. I use screencast-o-matic.com. And I will say that relative to all the other ads I'm running internally for Conversion, this is getting us a very high success rate a few days in terms of cost per lead, level of engagement from it. It's gotten 24 likes, it's gotten a share. But most importantly, Facebook measures the actual conversion points where we want people to go with this campaign, and it's doing a wonderful job of calling people back into Conversion, clicking back in, and actually taking a demo, which was the objective here. So just a suggestion, a thought, something you could do for retargeting, and I figure along those lines, the next question would be, okay, Ryan, well, how do you do that? And I'm going to walk you through that process one more time now that I brought that up. That's the last thing I had for today. So basically, the first thing you're going to need to run a campaign like this is you're going to need to have retargeting pixels installed on your conversion site or whatever site you're doing. And in order to get those pixels installed, you're going to want to have us install them for you. You're going to need to just send a request to support at conversion.com. You can always email me if you want, Ryan at conversion.com, and we'll pop in your custom audience pixels for you so that you can build the list to advertise to. And the way you build that list is you go to Tools in your advertising dashboard. You go to Tools, Audiences, you're going to create an audience, and you can create an audience based on a customer list, website traffic, app activity, engagement on Facebook, who have engaged with specific content. But my list is going to be website traffic, and it can be anyone who visits a specific page on your conversion site. So if they visit your recruiting page, if they visit a page for a specific property search set, you can put in certain phrases. Anyone who visits specific phrases. So if I want anybody who visits my sell.php page and I want to retarget and add to homeowners, I would put that in there, and then it'll start to build that list. I'll name my audience seller leads retargeting. Create my audience. Once my audience is created, you can do this kind of in any order. I want to send Conversion my audience pixel, so I'll click on Pixels under Tools. And under Actions, it's View Pixel Code. Just email this over to us, support@conversion.com. You can actually just do it from the dashboard, support@conversion.com. Add a personal message. Hi, guys. Please install this code. And let us know your domain, okay, on domain, search.exp realty, whatever it is that you have, okay? And then you can then go and run direct ads to that custom audience when you create ads. So you would create a video, like I did, maybe tell them to turn up the volume. You don't have to. Hey, thank you for visiting my, checking the value of a house on my site. I'm here if you need me, and just give me your phone number. That could be a very simple retargeting ad so that people can match a face to an experience they just had online. And I'll just say that this is something that very few people are doing, but that is going to boost your conversions in a big way if you get good at doing it. And even if it seems hard and complicated right now, I know I'm glancing over the process. It's worth learning, Googling, figuring out, because you're going to take all those people opting into your conversion site, all the cold visitors, all the existing leads you have, and you're going to probably 2 or 3 times the likelihood that they actually work with you in the future if they get to see your face and hear your voice and see you in a video modality via this kind of retargeting. They're also going to think it's pretty cool and savvy too. So anybody who's actually looking for a pretty good marketer, and that's a criteria when they list their home, that's going to help you close more listings. So if I run an ad here, continue, I can simply, it's the first option up top, I can just pick that custom audience, okay? And it would just be seller leads retargeting. There's nobody in it yet. Nobody's visited that page yet, but I could create the ad here anyway, and then it'll dynamically start to build that list who the ad is showing to. So quick there. Question is, some questions about the landing pages. I'm showing how to change the landing page once it's created. This is my biggest pet peeve too, Kristen. You cannot edit it after it's been saved. There's that little pop-up that comes up. I have cried to Justin multiple times. It's just the way the world is right now. It kills me because I do cry. I know you won't cry, but I do cry because you go and you make this awesome page, and you think you got everything right, but you miss that one little typo, and you always see it like an hour later after you're already spending money to drive traffic to it, and somebody points it out, and you're like, dude, I wish I could just go edit that. You can't. You got to go copy and paste everything again. So I'm sympathizing, if anything, and that would be an appropriate time to cry. All right. So anybody have anything else you want today? I know we were all over the place. We talked a little bit about landing pages, a little bit about retargeting, that warm marketing idea. And that's what these sessions are about, just some miscellaneous ideas, topics for you. Is there anything else you kind of want addressed right now? I'd be happy to go into it. What's the biggest problem you're having with conversion right now, or thing you wish was working differently with the site? Okay, so don't 100% understand the hashtagging. Cool. So hashtags are basically, thank you for the question. Well, the first answer about hashtags, you're saying which various ones you should use. And the quick answer is use whatever you want. They're designed to be flexible and fluid, kind of the way Web 2.0 worked. I guess we're at like 3.0 now or whatever, but they're designed to just let you have a sort of flat organization and assign multiple hashtags to one person. So everybody uses them differently, but the main thing to know is that they give you a quick way to call up specific segments of leads. And the most common use that I personally use them for is for identifying leads that came in from a specific type of ad. So I had an ad running about a month ago. It was condos under 250K. And that got me 9 leads. So if I ever see a condo under 250K in this was St. Pete, and I think it's a really good deal, I can now go and do a bunch of different cool things. I could do a quick action. I could mass text all these people really quick. Hey, I just saw a really cool, deal, condo under 250K. I could also mass email them. And I could also manually work through the list and see if there's anybody good on there that I want to pull out. So one of the biggest uses that I know more advanced marketers of conversion are using is simply to count leads they're getting from specific campaigns and to do mass follow-up at the hashtag level. Now, other ways that people are using these is to slice and dice people who are at different phases in your funnel. So you might have buyer agency contract, seeing that used, working with, like you're actively showing them houses, and people move them through the hashtags to kind of know who's hot, and who's ready to go. There. Was there anything else specific to hashtags that I could help with? That was kind of the big 20,000 foot view. Oh, yeah, so the hashtag in the landing pages is the same thing, and it all ties together. So if I have, what I can do now on my front end, if I know that I'm running a specific campaign for teachers, special financing options for teachers, there's so much you can do here, then I would do teachers as my hashtag. And then I would know that all of those people came in off this ad. It's a great way to track the results of the ad, and then I can go email mass text them later. The other cool thing you can do with hashtags is tie specific hashtags to individual drip campaigns. So if you go to the settings page on Conversion and you have all your drip campaigns down at the bottom, you can actually assign you can add a new drip campaign for a specific hashtag. So you would do teachers drip campaign, and I want anybody who is added as a hashtag teacher to be added for this. Now I haven't created that yet, so it's not available for me to pick. You'll want to create it first. No, you do care about all of these options. I'm kind of just showing you, demos, but you do want to change your submit button text. You will change your URL after login to whatever the resource is that you're offering. So you could be offering a free ebook or a specific video you did and send people there, or to a specific page on Conversion, and you'll want to put that URL in up here. You can double click to get rid of the logo. I usually get rid of these bullet points because I feel like in a lot of cases they mute response by confusing people, where it's better, as Ryan Hightower was saying, to just have a quick little headline that follows through on what the original ad said. Paul, if you ask support, we can help you. If you have an idea, they'll probably kick you over to me if it's something unique. But there's really not, it's not hard to do. It's point and click. So Paul, yeah, just open a support request if you have a specific need with the hashtag, and we'll take it from there. They'll queue it to the right person who can give you the right help. Gustavo's asking, how do you remove that ugly logo and replace for a nicer one? You don't. Oh, you're busting my chops. Now I know what you're talking about. Never mind. Well, yeah, it's always going to pull your logo in from your site. I didn't realize you set me up there. It's always going to pull your logo from your broker site, and the only thing you can do is double click and get rid of it. Good one, Gustavo. All right, so what do you mean? No, it doesn't. Well, if you double click, it should go away if you're in the editor. Okay, let me search yours. Gustavo has actually, I thought you were kind of ribbing me, but maybe you were being serious. Here, searching.com/ask/create. Okay. Okay, so you have yours right there. And then if I double click, it goes away. Okay. And then to recruit.php. You want to get rid of this video? Recruiting. Oh, yes, this is confusing. Thank you. These are examples. Okay, these are example types of pages you can do. It says KV inspired, and there probably should be a note here. These are not editable. They shouldn't be. They are editable. Well, Gustavo, you just pointed out a bug. Thank you. I see what you're saying now. No, I know what you're saying now. Basically, the quick answer is these were the old platform. For some reason, on this particular template, he didn't make this editable. I thought that they were never editable. I think that these ones are not. Just the logo is not editable. So I'll talk to Justin about that. But basically, you'll want to just go create it fresh and borrow the content if you like the content. Thanks for pointing that out. Yep. Yeah, you guys are allowed to edit. The whole point of these landing pages, we're getting some questions. You can make these look like whatever you want in terms of the copy and the content. And the images in the background were kind of the latest feature that we added. So you can take any image URL right here or MLS image and put it in. So if I go to Searching and find an awesome overpriced Miami condo, I'm sure on searching.com I'll find A lot of those. Just kidding. Oh, 55 mil. So let's take this one, and it looks like a houseboat, like a yacht. And then we'll put that image in the background of this page right here, which is background. Boom. There it goes right there. It's really cool. So put the MLS number in or an image URL. Okay, guys, I guess the final thing I said, because we did bounce around today, we had some questions about how do I get help with this, how do I do that. We try to be really good about support. And that's actually, I've been personally working on that with a bunch of members of the team this week, just making our support more cohesive, making sure that you guys understand how our support works. We're working on a lot of stuff to make that more seamless. But the key thing to know is that we are always here. So if you just use the pop-up right here, I know there's a lot of messages popping up and everything, you can just start talking to us and you will get a reply. Now, one of the things that we put in that was disorienting people, a lot of people thought this was always a direct live chat and people were waiting for the reply right away. The way it works, it uses a service called Intercom. The chat comes in, we do see it, but it may take a little while during normal business hours if people are, we only have so much staff for it to get queued to the right person and for a reply to come through. But you will always get a message back both in the app here and in your email inbox whenever we reply. So you don't have to sit here and wait. And the point I'm making is that anything like this, guys, that you want help with, hey, I need a landing page for this, I tried it, this one, just ask us. We will reply. If not within 5 minutes, it'll always happen same day. It should happen same day unless it's like the very end of the night or something. So final question here. What is the difference between a landing page and a squeeze page? Well, the way we have them set up, everybody across the web uses these terms differently, but the way we have them set up, a squeeze page is a specific result set for a specific set of properties in your area. So if I do foreclosures, I can build a quick squeeze page for foreclosures in my zip code, build link. Whoops. I didn't let it pick. It has to pick. Okay, in that city, I can then build a squeeze link. And then I can drive traffic to this, and Conversion's internal pop-up, the pop thing that generates leads, will work on some level to get people to opt into your site. But the link is going to look like this. It's going to be kind of have a lot of different stuff going on. So it'll have a bunch of properties. It'll have the search box. Ideally, it'll have some results, but I must not have run my search right. But then people will search some properties and they'll log in. A landing page is a little more simpler in that it just presents one main idea, one core offer. Condos priced under 100K in the 33701 zip code. So a lot of times you can get higher conversion off of a page like this than you would off of a general property search, because everybody's seen the general property search before. It's not that unique. And here, if it's a sexy enough offer, they'll opt in. Landing pages seem to work very, very well. I've been surprised by this. It seems right now, what a lot of people are saying is that if you drive people off of a Facebook ad for a specific property into a quick little landing page that says something like, see the pictures, see the rest of the house, that's working really well. So that might be one good initial use right there. Okay, guys, well, that was an all over the place session. Maybe we'll have a more organized topic next week. If you need anything, again, use support. Feel free to reach out and suggest topics. Thank you, Leo, for being on. Thanks, Gustavo. Thanks, everybody, for being here and for your participation. And we'll get this recording live just as soon as we can. Okay, thanks a lot.